Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the USC Viterbi School of Engineering Undergraduate Commencement Celebration as we celebrate the class of 2021. Please welcome our host for today's celebration, the Dean of the USC Viterbi School of Engineering, Yanis C. Yortsas.
Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to welcome you to today's celebration. I'm coming to you from my office here on campus, Olin Hall, and I look forward to celebrating with you the graduation of the USC Viterbi class of 2021, one of the best in our school's history. Clearly the most innovative, as we just saw, with the ability to multitask, swimming, running, putting on cufflinks, donning a tux, and showing up for graduation, all in 36 seconds. Amazing. Now, allow me to also welcome my co-host, Kelly Goulis, USC Viterbi Senior Associate Dean for Admission and Student Engagement.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm joining you from my home in Rancho Palos Verdes, and I am delighted to be here celebrating with you all.
So, Kelly, I understand this is also a big week for you because your daughter, Elizabeth, is graduating with a degree in neuroscience and psychology. Congratulations.
Thank you, Yanis. That's true. And my son, Michael, actually earned his bachelor's in computer science at USC Viterbi a few years ago. So we're both Trojan parents several times over. I know your kids, Katie and Stevie, also graduated from Viterbi. So I think we know what this day feels like.
They did as well a few years ago in computer engineering, computer science, and in industrial and systems engineering, respectively. So we definitely have been through this exciting moment together before. It's also fair to say that we have drank the cardinal and gold Kool-Aid, and I think we can both say that it tastes great.
Yes, definitely. So we're in store for a fun and celebratory event. We'll check in with and see how families are celebrating, and we'll also hear from special guest speakers. Our very first distinguished guest message is one that's going to be on everyone's diploma.
Indeed, Dr. Andy Viterbi, creator of the Viterbi algorithm that has revolutionized digital communications and has made things like Zoom possible. We owe it to him. Co-founder of Qualcomm, and for whom the USC Viterbi School is named, along with his late wife, Erna Viterbi. Andy is a member of the National Academy of Engineering and of the National Academy of Sciences. He has literally brought the world together by eliminating distances and boundaries through digital communications and his brilliant advances in that field. It is no exaggeration to say he has helped us reach for the stars.
Congratulations, engineering graduates of the class of 2021. You deserve an extra ribbon on your virtual robe for soldiering through a year and a half of the COVID-19 pandemic. I admire your stamina to make it through this challenging period. As you revel in this monumental achievement and pivot toward the unique opportunities that await you, be proud to be a USC alum, and especially be proud to be an engineer. You're about to embark on paths that will be full of questions, challenges, and hardships, but you will emerge with answers and solutions that will engineer a better world for all humanity. I'm honored to share this day with you. So good luck and good success in your careers, and especially fight on.
Well, thank you, Andy. You know, we had some truly amazing classes over the years, but perhaps, as Andy just noted, none as resilient, as persistent, adaptive, and creative as the class of 2021.
Oh, that's so true. And I'm confident that future Viterbi leaders will speak glowingly about the contributions of this class, whose members come from 30 countries around the globe, including Brazil, Mexico, and Turkey, and not to mention China and India. And did you know, Yanis, that 12 of our Viterbi undergraduate students maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA?
Let me make a point here that a perfect 4.0 GPA in engineering is like a perfect 6.0 GPAs in any other school as well. So we're proud of all our Viterbi undergraduates, certainly very proud of the 12 that maintained this perfect score. There's a lot we know about our graduating class, and yet there is still so much that we do not know. So with that in mind, I thought we'd put our knowledge of the class of 2021 to a test. So I have not taught a class for a while, but I know that everyone sort of likes tests, right? And in this case, it's the dean of the school and the dean of students that will be tested in this test that's coming up momentarily.
Well, I have a feeling you're a little bit better at tests than I am, but I'm going to try to keep up. But I think we also want to get the audience involved in this and make it a little bit more fun. So speaking to all of our families and friends, please take out your phones. Get ready to put your Viterbi knowledge to the test. Simply text the following, USC Viterbi 701 to the number 22333 to join the live poll and see how much Viterbi trivia you can answer. Now, Giannis, I think we should make this a bit more interesting and put some real stakes. I'll read the questions and we'll both write down the answers on our whiteboards. That's why you have a whiteboard. And if I win and I get more correct answers, which I hopefully I will, I expect to actually, then you will personally treat me to lunch at Luca, a wonderful restaurant in Beverly Hills. And if you win, I will personally drive to your door, your favorite Italian dish from Celestino's. Okay?
Okay. An unpaid commercial for Luca and Celestino's in Pasadena. Nonetheless, we love them both. So is this going to be multiple choice questions, or do I have am I going to be given some sort of assistance here?
So I think the expectation is that we may know a little bit more than the audience. So we're going to have to actually write the answer down. But for everyone else watching at home, you'll be given multiple choice options right on the screen. If you follow the short instructions on the screen, you can join the live poll and you simply add A, B, C, or D when you see the multiple choice. So Giannis, we'll see the questions. We'll write them down. Don't show your answer. Let's give the audience a chance to finish the poll. And then let's see who gets it right. Okay. So we're going to start with the very first question about the class of 2021. Number one, how many USC Viterbi undergraduates are earning their degrees tomorrow? This is about the class of 2021. How many USC Viterbi undergraduates are earning their degrees tomorrow? Okay, audience. Please enter in your answers. All right, Giannis, before we see the answer, why don't we put up our number and see what we got?
I put my number. Ready to divulge it?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go.
All right. Here's my number.
All right. Okay, and let's see what the answer is on the screen. What did the audience decide? The answer is 900. So it looks like,
whoa.
Yeah, looks like I got this one right. Okay, let's see if you do better on the next one. The next question is, every year, USC Viterbi hosts one of the largest hackathons for women. What is it called? Okay, write it down. Let's let the audience enter in their answers. Let's put up our poll. All right. I see we have lots of people answering. 4 more seconds. All right. Well, I think, Giannis, I expect you to get this one right. Okay, it's
I think I have this right, but so here it is.
Yeah. I just want to point out that we are 2-1 here. I have 2 right answers and you have 1, but you still have time to catch up. Okay. Let's go to our next question. And this has to do with our USC Rocket Lab. In 2019, the USC Rocket Lab was the very first in the world to send a student-built rocket to space. Exactly how high did it go? I'm not sure if we need to put a number here, but I'll figure, we'll see. Okay, the audience, hopefully you're plugging in your number. So I see we're doing it in feet. All right. Oh, okay. So I did not know what the number is. I suspect you probably do. I said above the Kármán line, but I didn't know what the number was. What did you write?
So my answer is I don't know the exact number, but I will say higher than 100 kilometers. And
Okay,
I think
well,
that's about right.
I think that's about right too. I trust you. You're definitely a math whiz. So we'll give you that one. How's that? It's 2 for 2 here.
Okay.
2 for 2. All right. So I think we're good. And the audience, I think, was a little bit. I'm not sure what the answer was, but I think they might have been above the Kármán line. Okay. So I think it would be nice today to make our celebration a bit more personal. Don't you think, Jonas? As you know, our
Absolutely.
Viterbi families span across the country and the globe. So thanks to technology, we can check in with some of our families. And so we're going to check in with Radhika Agrawal, and her family is in Fairfax, Virginia. So Radhika, would you like to join us?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Radhika, congratulations. You must be so proud. And rightfully so. I remember we met a little earlier this year in the plaza here. Anyway, how are you celebrating today?
Thank you. Yeah,
So
we're celebrating.
We are actually.
Sorry, go ahead.
Radhika, go ahead. So we are celebrating. We are taking a road trip to some national parks.
Wonderful.
It's so wonderful to see
And
all of you.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, good to see all of you there. And fight on. Wonderful. Now, despite the many challenges from COVID this year, we have much to be proud of. Every year, we try to summarize the highlights of the year. And I want to show you a video that captures the spirit of the school for this very challenging 2020. Many things that we collectively went through, but I think that we came out persevering and I think at the end better off for the challenges that we faced. So please pay attention to the video that's going to be shown in a moment.
Who is the engineer of tomorrow? In a world where change is exponential, where change is the only constant, we must also change the conversation about engineering, about who we are, what we do, and what we look like. Our engineers must embody agility and resilience, competence and character, the qualities that create trust. As USC Engineering entered its 115th year, the last 16 under the Viterbi name, the school was moving with confident strides to help engineer a better world for all humanity. And then, humanity was confronted with an unthinkable crisis.
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people in New York, California, Illinois, and Connecticut.
As the surge of coronavirus cases.
In the face of crisis, USC Viterbi adjusted, innovated, and continued to lead. Nearly 50 years ago, Viterbi pioneered an online course system known today as DEN at Viterbi, the Distance Education Network. DEN has been consistently named by U.S. News & World Report as one of the top 5 online graduate engineering programs in the country, with its computer science and technology program ranked number 1 for the 9th consecutive year. This agility and resilience also led the Viterbi faculty to address the pandemic in a deeply meaningful way. The Viterbi versus Pandemics lecture series is a groundbreaking effort that summarizes Viterbi faculty research and the development of new methods to predict, analyze, and combat COVID-19, with topics ranging from the fluid dynamics of contagion to risk estimation and vaccine development. Character also means fighting the pandemic head-on. Viterbi, a co-founder of the Grand Challenges Scholars Program, co-conceived and is helping lead the NAE's COVID-19 call for engineering action. Students, faculty, and engineers across the country contribute to a virtual incubator of ideas, with the goal of mitigating the contagion and its impact. This year, a record 6 assistant professors at USC Viterbi received the prestigious National Science Foundation Career Award. Megan McCain and Matul Lahar, Alexandra Korolova and Haipeng Lo, and Daniel McCurry and Chiming Wang. Scott Frazier, jointly with the Dornsife College, was inducted into the National Academy of Medicine. Azad Madni and Zhangxi Pang were elected to the National Academy of Engineers. Keith Chug, Jay Kuo, and Gerald Loeb were elected to the National Academy of Inventors, and Gigi Ragusa received the Presidential Mentoring Award for Science and Engineering. The extraordinary competence of Viterbi's engineers also includes work such as that of Professor Ava Conso, who used a groundbreaking study of the locomotion in sea stars to help design simpler, decentralized systems in robotics. Assistant Professor Mariam Shinechi developed an interface that maps how emotional disorders are represented in the brain, promising new therapies to change the state of mental health. And Professor Krishna Nayak has led an initiative to build a revolutionary, high-performance, low-field MRI center in Michelson Hall, only the 3rd of its kind in the world. Competence also means looking toward the future. Despite the obstacles presented by COVID-19, we are looking forward to the ceremonial groundbreaking for the Ginsberg Human-Centered Computation Building, a 100,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility focused on human-centered computation. This year also marked the opening of the Baum Family Makerspace, a unique multi-purpose center for designing and fabrication by USC Viterbi students. It includes an open design space, a fully staffed machine shop, and a 3D fabrication shop. In this cauldron of innovation, students from all the school's design and competition teams can work side by side, under one roof, cultivating a mindset of growth where leadership, creativity, and collaboration across the disciplines will endure and prevail. But beyond resilience and competence, the engineer of tomorrow requires character. The Viterbi Ethos Project is dedicated to building a sense of ethical responsibility and purpose in our students, helping them understand their role in society and their place in history. The Engineering Humanities program will offer a liberal arts curriculum that is holistically integrated with Viterbi's technical schools. It will instill in our students a desire to practice engineering virtuously. The character of our engineers was tested in 2020, not only by the pandemic, but by a reckoning with some of the darkest chapters of our history. Once again, Viterbi stepped up to lead by pursuing a historic series of initiatives focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion. A 2017 ASEE award-winning National Diversity Pledge has gained the signatures of over 230 engineering deans nationwide. A podcasting series, Escape Velocity, focuses on the intersection of race, academia, and STEM, and features the poignant stories of Viterbi's Black faculty, students, and staff. And Viterbi's parity objective aims to enhance diversity in all parts of the engineering pipeline, from K through 12 to undergraduate admissions to faculty recruitment. Diversity drives innovation, and Viterbi is proud to help lead the engineering community into a bigger, bolder, and more inclusive future. When we look back on 2020, we will remember a year of great challenges, but in the post-COVID era, a new generation of engineers will lead us forward. The engineer of tomorrow is the Viterbi engineer, an engineer who builds trust through agility, resilience, competence, and character, who uses technology to eliminate distances in space and time, but most importantly, in hearts and minds. There will always be problems, but all problems are solvable if we work together to engineer a better world for all humanity.
Wow, what amazing accomplishments during a very, very difficult year. During this pandemic, we learned yet again the importance of valuing our fellow human beings to uphold our collective humanity, to open our hearts and minds to inclusion and understanding, and to work to eliminate inequities.
That's right, Kelly. This video actually was filmed and summarizes accomplishments until early this February. Since then, in fact, we did have the groundbreaking ceremony for our CS building last week. I should also mention that we helped lead a national diversity pledge in 2015 that it has now the signature of more than 230 engineering schools across the country. And as a result of this, we received the American Society of Engineering Education President's Award in recognition of this effort. But much more is needed in order to increase our diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, and both at USC Viterbi and in the community at large.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Now I'd like to introduce to you one of the most impressive young men you'll ever meet. He is our 2020 USC valedictorian, Nilesh Bogrodia.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021. We've done it. It really feels like just yesterday when we were circling around CAP looking for our first math discussion. And as I would bike down Truesdale, I made sure to take enough mental photos of Doheny to last me a lifetime. This journey would not have been possible without many people supporting us all along. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my sisters, Naina and Neha, for all their love and support. To all the professors and TAs who believed in us and molded us to be the best we can, I express my deepest gratitude. And to my friends and classmates who have been there every step of the way, you mean the world to me. I used to think that once we donned these graduation robes at commencement, we would have all the answers. Yet, while I reflect on the past 4 years of undergrad and even 1 year of medical school, I feel I have more questions about the world than ever before, and yet even fewer answers. I found comfort when I Googled the word commencement to make sure I had the right definition, a new beginning or start. See, I always thought that graduation would mark the end of the best 4 years of my life, which spanned an Engineers Without Borders trip to Antigua, Guatemala, and healthcare volunteering in the Dominican Republic. But it turns out it really was not the end of the fun after all. Today really does mark the next chapter of our lives, one open to infinite possibilities. So perhaps the whole purpose of our degrees really was just to find the right questions to ask and strive to find innovative answers. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to acknowledge the incredible amount of collective ingenuity and resilience we have among our class. And the world needs engineers now more than ever before, kind of like Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. When I had the opportunity to spend my summer internships at Pfizer and Abbott, I was blown away by the current state of medical innovations. Generations of scholars have walked the torch of knowledge for miles, and now we have the opportunity to take this metaphorical torch and propel it to space. So I am proud to graduate with all of you today. We will be the chosen generation to address society's greatest challenges. There is a lifetime of learning ahead of us, and we will make mistakes, but we must keep fighting the good fight. So get started on that Iron Man suit, 3D print organs for transplant, and create the next generation of artificial intelligence for humanity's betterment. And if your motivation is ever running low, remember, we have the Trojan family believing in us. And go ahead and tune in to the Trojan Marching Band. I still get goosebumps every time I hear them play. Spread the love, my Viterbi family, and classes of 2020 and 2021, always fight on.
That's so wonderful, Nilesh, and thank you for this very inspiring speech. Walk the torch of knowledge for miles. This is things that we very much like that, and very inspiring as well.
Definitely. Nilesh is right, though. Commencement is really about a new beginning, a fresh start. For our next speaker, it was literally the first chapter in a career that led him to become the CEO of a major biotech company.
Correct. Eric D. Hobbs graduated in 2000 with a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering from USC. He joined Berkeley Lights in 2013 and became its CEO in 2017. Under his guidance, Berkeley Lights realized nearly a tenfold revenue increase over 3 years and raised $300 million in funding, including an IPO, released over 10 new products, and was named as a top 10 most innovative company in biotech. Eric holds more than 50 US and international patents, and after graduating from USC, he earned a master's and a PhD degree in MEMS design and microfluidic devices at UC Berkeley. So he will speak and provide another inspirational address.
Congratulations, graduates. As a USC alumni, class of 2000, it is a great honor to come back and speak with you as you embark on your life's journey. A special thanks to the organizers for the invite. And before we get going, I have a few key messages for the people who helped us on this path. First, I'd like to thank to the moms and the dads and the support team members that stepped in if mom or dad couldn't do it. Fantastic work. You got us here to the launch point of our life, to the first day of our future. On behalf of the graduating students, I have two messages I'd like to share with you. First, thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. And second, there's something that you need to know. Your job is not done. And I'm not talking about the continued payment on those education loans. We still need you to keep paying those. But I'm going to clue you in on a little secret that we will never say to you. We're a little lost and we're going to need your help. But be patient with us because we just graduated from one of the top universities in the world. So it's not like we're lacking the self-confidence to say, I got this. Please stay spiritually close, but give us a long leash. We need to explore, to build, to create that future. But I promise we're going to need you in a big way in a short time period. For the professors and administrators, what you did here was meaningful work. You're built the leaders of tomorrow in an environment where we could learn, fall down, get up and try again and repeat until we succeeded. We all need to be challenged to extend our capabilities. Thanks for making that safe place for us to learn and grow. Keep up the good work. Now to the graduates. Well, you went and did it, didn't you? I know what it's like to stand in those shoes. The long hours, the failed experiments, the late night studying, the bad marks on the test that you thought that you crushed. Well, it's all worth it. You are now the proud owner of a degree from one of the top engineering schools in the world. Take a moment and let that sink in. These are fun times. And there's some more good news. As far as I can tell, it's one of the most exciting times ever to be graduating as an engineer. The world is rapidly changing around us, and it needs more designers, makers, and builders to create that scalable and sustainable future that we need. Engineering has gained the attention of the global citizen with advances in spaceflight, machine learning, advanced robots, and even the engineering of biology. There's a revolution going on right now. And you might be thinking, well, how do I help? How can I join and where do I start? These are great questions. And I have a few words to help you on your path. It's really a high-level plan into the future. Now, I like to keep plans pretty simple, so there's only 3 parts. First, I need you to have a big mission and vision for yourself. The bigger, the better. Stretch to be different. I'm an engineer and CEO of Berkeley Lights, a startup that went public last year. And I share the belief with many that cells can and will be used to make the majority of products we need to live a long and healthy life. And not only that, but in the future, that we will continue to learn how to modify these cells. And if we get good enough, we'll be able to make these products at price points where every citizen on the planet can have access to the things that they need, which means that the entire world could achieve prosperity. Well, I believe this future is absolutely possible. So that's what we're going to do. Second, I know this sounds ridiculous or even oversimplified, but values are critical. They guide us daily in the decisions we make. I value integrity, ambition for the greater good of humanity. I value grit, quality, working hard and playing harder. These values support a framework where the team wins. And with these values, I get to work with some of the most diverse thinking and creative people in the world. Now that you've got your mission, vision, and values and team in place, then you have to execute like hell. And before you ask, yes, it's hard. You got to work. You got to work, and you got to work harder. During this process, you're going to fall down. Well, get up and learn why you fell down so you don't do it again. Then you're going to fall down again. Yes, you will. And you're going to get up again. And at some point, it's going to feel like you got kicked down. That's okay. Get up again, this time with more vigor. In this process, you got to be relentless. You got to be focused. You got to be aggressive. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be ready to do whatever it takes to make your vision a reality. And at some point, you might say to yourself, Eric, I can't do that. Well, I don't believe that's true. I believe you can. There's always a solution, but it's up to you to find it. So as you go through this process, you'll repeat it multiple times, but don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to sleep. Don't forget to work out. Don't forget to meditate and take care of your mind. Don't forget to fall in love, to play good music, to laugh, to have fun, and to smile. And don't ever stop. In closing, on this day, I offer you and your family my congratulations. And from this day forward, think big, drive positive change that are supported by your values, and work to do more than you think is possible. Signing off, Eric Hobbs, USC, class of 2000.
Wow, what wonderful messages and words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Eric. Now, the moment of truth. 4 more questions to decide who is the winner of our competition and bring me one step closer to grilled octopus.
Well, then it's a good thing I have my dear friend Socrates here to help me. You know, Socrates was a very wise man, and so he's able perhaps to help me in these questions.
No, yes, I know he was a very wise ancient Greek philosopher, but if I cannot phone a friend, you cannot get help from Socrates.
Okay. Well, let's continue to test our knowledge with some of the very interesting things USC Viterbi has done. And so I believe it is now my turn to conduct the live polling. So here's the first question for everyone. The Min Family Challenge celebrates the best USC Viterbi social entrepreneurs. So the question is, who was this year's winner? I will give you some time to the audience to respond to it. Okay, let me also write my answer.
I believe this is the group that tackles homelessness, right, Dean Yortzis? Using an algorithm.
Perhaps. I attended the event myself. So are we done with the polling? Maybe we are, right? So Kelly, what did you say? Here's my answer.
Is that right?
I don't know.
That's what here it is. Yes, I think I got it right.
Social benefit I have. Maybe it is right. I'm not sure, but we'll go to the next question. And the next question is, USC Viterbi recently debuted its first ever documentary film on PBS. That's actually a remarkable achievement. We have never done this before. With a short documentary, actually it was about an hour long, called Lives, Not Grades, and features the USC Viterbi students creating innovations in order to be able to address big challenges in a refugee camp on, the question is, what Greek island? By the way, I did not visit that island. I was not invited to be part of the trip there. Nonetheless, the film documents their experience as well. So let's go ahead and figure out which is the Greek island and figure out. Okay.
I see there were some amazing islands up there. All four of them.
Well, here is my answer, and I know this answer because I had to contribute to paying for the trip. So that was the island. Interestingly enough,
documentary.
It was very an amazing documentary, and part of the I think options included my Greek island, home island of Rhodes, Greece, which is a wonderful island as well. Here comes to the next question. USC Viterbi's CURVE program, created last year, has allowed hands-on research experience for more than 100 of our Viterbi undergrads. What does the acronym CURVE stand for? Okay, let's see what this means. All right, let me write here.
I'm still writing.
Yes.
This is a long one.
It is a long one.
Program.
Okay. So, Kelly, well, come on, you coined the acronym, so you have an unfair advantage here.
Center for Undergraduate Research and Engineering. Is that what you got?
So I have here Center for Undergraduate Research Viterbi Experience. Maybe I one.
That was a good one. But
Yeah.
I think I'm one ahead of you here now, if I'm counting correctly.
Okay, you're winning.
I have 5 and you have 4, so I knew I was going to get the grilled octopus.
Well, I think that we have a final tiebreaker question, and the question is, what percentage of the entering 2019 class were women? And who is going to answer that question?
Well, it's not a tiebreaker because I'm one ahead of you, but it's okay. We'll do this question. Did you write it down?
Oh, let me write it down. I know this number very well.
I know it was an exciting achievement and accomplishment.
That's right. So let me put it here. And that is my answer. It was exactly 50%. I remember the numbers 208 and 208, 416 at the time. Of course, this was at moving day. The numbers, of course, changed after that, but that was the exact number that we had that day. So
yeah, it was wonderful. Definitely.
Yep.
Okay, so now I think we're clear. I won this challenge.
Okay.
So now I think it's time to check with another one of our graduating families, this time with Glory Keynes, and her family is in Rye, New York.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Dean Yortos and Dean Goulis, for having us.
Oh, it's
so wonderful to see you, Glory.
Hello, I'm currently in Los Angeles right now, and my family's in New York.
That's great.
Okay, so Glory, maybe you can tell us what you're going to miss most about USC Viterbi.
Yes, I will miss so much about USC. I will miss biking down Truesdale in the morning with such an energetic campus and going to the Viterbi Cafe and running into Dean Yurtzos and Paula Desma. And most of all, of course, I'll miss the wonderful people I've met here at USC, whether in my computer science classes, in Lava Lab, and these people who have inspired and challenged me to be the people I am today. So thank you to all of them and to all of you at Viterbi.
Very good to see you, Glory. And I remember visiting your parents in New York some time ago, pre-COVID, and it was wonderful to see them as well. And I'm sure they're very proud of you. And we are very proud of you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
And good luck and fight on.
Right on.
That's awesome. It's wonderful to see the families. So coming up next, this 2021 valedictorian graduates tomorrow with a BS and MS in chemical engineering. So I think that should make you extra happy, Giannis, since you're a chemical engineer.
Yep.
And he took first place in the AICHE Jeopardy National Championship in 2019. So I wonder if we put you guys next to each other, if you could answer questions.
Yeah. Who knew that Jeopardy is now becoming a test for engineering degrees of some sort? But anyway, it's of course, that will be the answer to today's daily double question. Who is Jacob Tony? To learn more, please watch the following video.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Jacob Tony, and I'm graduating with degrees in chemical engineering. And though I'm honored to be speaking before you today, I'm really no different than any of you. I'm 22 years old. I'm not older or wiser or more anything than anyone else here, and I certainly don't deserve to be telling anyone how to live their life or find happiness. But what I can tell you all is congratulations. I know the struggle we've all faced, not just for the past 14 months, but for the past 4 years. Engineering is not easy, but it is truly among the noblest of professions. Nobody studies engineering just for the job prospects. We study engineering because we're not content to simply accept things the way they are. Because when we see something broken, we think not of what's wrong, but of how we can make it better. We focus on the world of today because we know we can improve it. And when you improve the present, you improve the future. Everyone who studies engineering has a little bit of save the world in them. And as we look around us today, we see a world in desperate need of changing. That's where we come in. For many of us, these past 14 months have been the easiest moments for us to quit. We could have just given up because it was all too hard and nobody would have blamed us one bit. But we didn't. We refused to do so and kept chasing that light at the end of the tunnel because we know that the times when it's the easiest to quit are the times when it is most imperative that we do not, when the magnitude of our actions is amplified, when we learn to live again and we realize there are things bigger than ourselves. In this ever-changing world, the only constant is that we must continue to change. All we can strive for is that when we look back and tell these stories to future generations, we can be proud of ourselves, our words, our deeds, and our choices. As we finish our undergraduate experience, it's easy to get caught up in the way we wish things were. I too found myself falling into the rhythm of introspection during my time in quarantine, reflecting on what matters to me, and more importantly, what doesn't, as I contemplate how I hope to measure my life. I'm sure we've all spent much time on such topics, and it's easy to dwell on the disenchanting nature of these absurdly extenuating circumstances. But in the wise words of the late Clayton Christensen, life is just one unending stream of extenuating circumstances. There's no shame in expressing sorrow, but lamentation alone never got us anywhere. Sure, I miss game days, and movies with friends, and even in-person lectures, but college isn't just a place, it's an experience, and is as much about understanding the world as it is about understanding one's place in it. In a way, we're a bit fortunate in this regard. While it felt like the world was temporarily on pause, we've had the opportunity to slow down, reflect, and grow right before graduating college, one of the most pivotal moments of our lives. 4 years ago, we left high school wanting to make the world a better place. Today, when the world needs us more than ever, we leave college fully equipped to do so. So here's to the educators, not just the professors who taught us thermo and calculus, but to the high school science teachers who taught us to keep asking questions in the first place. Here's to the TAs who worked through the solutions with us for the 100th time, to the mentors who spent countless hours investing in our futures, to the mothers and fathers who used one hand to lift us up and the other to wipe away our tears, standing by us through it all, to the dreamers who came before us and to those not yet even dreamt of. 100 years after the lost generation, we've had the opportunity to find ourselves. Look around. If this isn't a call to action, I don't know what is. For too long have we heard that the grand challenges of our time are too hard to solve, that all the solutions are too impractical, and trying to bring about change is too naive. We are ready to accept our duty, to embrace our responsibility to help others, not because we can, but because we must. To leave this world a better place than the world that we found. We are the generation we've been waiting for. Now let's get out there and prove it.
Jacob, we're so glad that you and the class of 2021 continued, persevered, and faced a great challenge, one in 100 years or more, and you were able to persevere at the end. So continue the good fight and continue accepting the world's problems as they are and try to solve them.
Yes, absolutely. So now I want to introduce our next speaker, Ashley Crowder, who can literally create Princess Leia, or you, if you like, Tupac-style holograms at your next event or company retreat. Ashley is the co-founder and CEO of Ventana, an industry-leading augmented reality platform for creating and distributing premium mixed reality experiences. Customers include Adidas, Lexus, and AT&T. Prior to co-founding Ventana, she graduated from USC Viterbi with a bachelor's and master's in engineering and gained valuable manufacturing experience at Gulfstream, Northrop Grumman, and British Petroleum. She has been a speaker at SXSW, TEDx Venice, the World Economic Forum, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Montgomery Summit, Digital LA, and many other places. So please welcome Ashley Crowder.
Hi, my name is Ashley Crowder. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ventana. We're a software platform that makes it easy to store, manage, and distribute 3D and AR for e-commerce. When I was in your shoes, graduating with a bachelor's in industrial systems engineering and a master's in engineering management, I didn't even really know what AR was yet. Augmented reality and virtual reality weren't really career options at the time. I graduated in 2009, right after the financial crisis, and I just was so thankful to even have a job. I started working at British Petroleum. I was one of the few women at the Carson refinery, and I learned a ton and really made lifelong friends. But I just felt like this wasn't my life. It wasn't what I was meant to be doing. I just wasn't completely fulfilled. And I was totally lost. I didn't really know where to start, but I had to do something. And 3D movies were all the rage at the time. Avatar had recently debuted, and I thought the technology was really interesting, so I started researching 3D film tech and decided to design my own 3D glasses and manufacture them in China to import here and resell. And that's actually how I met my now co-founder, Ben, who is a Marshall USC graduate, who weirdly also imported glasses from China to resell. So we quickly became fast friends, because who does that? And we both always wanted to start our own businesses. We knew glasses wasn't the big idea, so we kept throwing around business plans. I ended up leaving the refinery. I got a job as a light jockey at a nightclub designing light shows for DJs. My parents thought I had completely lost my mind, but it was so much fun, and it gave me the opportunity to really delve deep into immersive technology and learn more about it. And it was at this time I got introduced to ICT, the Institute of Creative Technology, which actually has a partnership with the USC Engineering School, but I didn't know when I was a student. I got introduced to this after. And it was after touring that facility that I just completely fell in love with 3D, AR, and VR. And I knew this was going to change the world, and I wanted to be part of it. So Ben and I dove headfirst into building Ventana into what it is today. And look, we had a million other twists and turns. I could tell so many crazy stories. But the point is, your degree isn't just about the specific things that you studied. Viterbi taught you how to learn and to think and to solve problems that can be applied to every industry. Technology is changing at an incredible rate. According to PwC, COVID launched us 5 years into the digital future, and I believe it. I mean, my parents actually know how to use QR codes now. It's amazing. I know this year isn't what you thought it would be, but I truly believe it is the best time to graduate as an engineer. The public's been forced to embrace new technology like never before. from the NFT craze that has everyone learning about blockchain, to just having to be able to download an app and sign up online for a COVID vaccine. People's daily lives have changed, and they've embraced this new tech, which has an even bigger need for incredible engineers like you all to build amazing products and solve the world's problems. It took COVID to get our clients to actually replace physical prototypes with 3D digital. Everyone talked about it before COVID, but everyone was a little afraid to be the first. What would Nordstrom's or Bloomingdale's think? But with supply chain stopped, it was the only option. And the retailers loved it. And the brands saved thousands of dollars, reduced their carbon footprint, and increased sales. There's no going back. I can't wait to see what you all do in this new world we're living in. And no, this won't be the last big shakeup we have either. But you can continue to grow and learn and reinvent yourself because you have this powerful engineering degree and the USC network behind you to help. Congratulations on this amazing milestone.
Wow, thank you very much, Ashley. What Ashley didn't tell you is that Ventana has brought to life interactive holograms of famous artists and bands. So next year, I'd like to have Pink Floyd. This is a group that some of you may actually do not know about, but it was a big group during my time, to reunite virtually and perform the entire Dark Side of the Moon album back on Epstein Plaza.
That's funny. Yes, I actually know Pink Floyd, and I'm sure some of our students know as well. But as a parent myself, I can most definitely imagine how her parents felt leaving a good-paying job to become a light jockey at a dance club. But as Ashley said, they believed in her, and that sentiment is not uncommon among our families. As we are about to see, family is a recurring theme in our student videos.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. I'm consistently inspired by the drive and innovation of our class, and I'm excited to see how we use what we've learned at USC to make the world a better place. Fight on.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it through so many things to get here, but we finally did it. We had some amazing help along the way at Viterbi, and I'm so grateful to have graduated with such an awesome class. I look forward to seeing what everyone does in the future, but now it's time to celebrate. Thank you all so much, and congratulations.
Congrats to the class of 2021. We did it. Fight on.
Congratulations, class of 2021 grads.
Hello everyone, I would definitely want to say congratulations to class of 2021. We made it. It was a difficult last couple of semesters, but we're here, we're graduating, and I want to say thank you to all of my friends within ISE and all of the faculty. They have been amazing, so I want to say thank you to everyone, and fight on.
Hi everyone, my name is Emma Robertson and I'm studying mechanical engineering. I'm so excited to be graduating this May, and I want to thank my family, friends, classmates, professors, and most importantly, Viterbi for giving me the most memorable 4 years of my life. Throughout my time here at USC, I've grown so much academically and personally, and I cannot wait for life after graduation. Fight on.
To the graduating Trojans, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone for all of their hard work. It's truly been an honor to be a member of the class of 2021. I'm beyond excited to see what amazing achievements are next to come for everyone. Fight on.
Class of 2021, congratulations to us for staying resilient and pushing through. Fight on, and I'll see y'all on the other side.
You pushed all of us to be better engineers, and for that I am so thankful. Thank you, and fight on.
Congratulations to the rest of the Viterbi class. I'm so grateful for all of the opportunities this school has given me, and I wish everyone the best of luck post-grad. I know you'll all do amazing things. Fight on.
Congrats, Viterbi seniors.
Hi, my name is Domini Miyasato, and I'm graduating with my bachelor's in biomedical engineering. Congratulations to the class of 2021 and all of the Viterbi Award winners. I'm really excited to see what we will all accomplish. Fight on.
Congratulations to everyone on your wonderful accomplishments. Fight on.
Thanks for the award. Fight on.
Happy graduation, class of 2021.
Hello, congratulations, class of 2021, and fight on.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Woo! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
I love seeing our amazing students. They're wonderful. Giannis, it seems only fitting that we check in with one more Viterbi family. So let's go see Shitala Madnani and her family in Guangzhou, China.
Yes, Guangzhou, China, this time of the day must be pretty early in the morning. Thank you for joining us so early in the morning. How is the Madnani family celebrating today's occasion?
Oh, we're very happy. Firstly, we want to say how proud we are of our daughter Sheetal and her accomplishments, not only academically, but in terms of how strong and composed she has been independently throughout the unfortunate COVID-19 crisis.
Although
We're
we
very
are
proud of
not
you
there
too.
in though we are not in LA right now to celebrate with her, we are thankful to USC for their assistance so that we can be there for the online graduation. Our families from Thailand will be there too.
And
Wonderful.
I just want to say, till we meet her again and we stay up late and have movie marathons and just fight on.
Fight
on.
on.
Yeah, Sheetal shined yesterday at the Viterbi Awards, undergraduate award ceremony. So we are very proud of her. So I want to thank all the students, friends, and families who joined us today. It was every graduation that we're able to offer a front row seat, if you like, to so many people. Although, the in-person graduation provides so much more. I do want to invite everyone to join us for some personalized celebration with the individual Viterbi departments coming up in a few minutes. And the first departmental event, I believe, is the Department of Astronautical Engineering. It's coming up in just a few minutes at 1 p.m. and hope to see you there.
Yeah, definitely. And to close our ceremony, just to remind us of the Trojan fighting spirit, let's join in a special Zoom edition of The Spirit of Troy and the USC Trojan Marching Band. Congratulations, everyone. Be well and fight on.
Fight on.